Hey guys, this video has been a long time coming, and this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but 2020 has been an awful year for everybody, and I want to go into next year knowing that I have said my piece. I've told you guys exactly what's going on. As my fans, you guys deserve to know what's going on, and I hope this video helps you understand everything better, and I want to apologize for the things that I've done. This isn't me.
But what's up, guys? I hope you all are having a great day today and a great start to 2021. I've been out of town for the past week or so apologies for not really uploading too much, but I am now back after Christmas and New Year's and ready to make some more YouTube videos. And I figured what better way to go ahead and kick off this new year than to take a look at an absolutely pathetic YouTube apology video from an absolutely pathetic human being. And that, of course, is the Mini Lad apology video where he apologizes for sending pictures of his mini lad to mini lads, if you know what I mean. But in my opinion, this video is a complete non-apology. You can tell he's not very sincere. I mean, the video is literally loaded with jump cuts, which automatically to me screams like I'm not being genuine, because, you know, if it was a genuine apology, you could just turn on your mic or camera, talk into it for like a minute or two, say this is what I did wrong, this is how I'm gonna improve as a person, and just basically say you guys were right to call me out for this. And there you go. You have the perfect YouTube apology video. You don't need an almost 8-minute long YouTube video where you claim you're not playing the victim and you're not making excuses for what you did, and then you proceed to make excuses for what you did and paint yourself as the victim in the situation, which is exactly what Mini Lad does in this video, even though he claims right at the beginning that that's exactly what he's not going to do. So overall, I found this apology video to be completely terrible. This dude knew exactly what he was doing at the time. There's absolutely no excuse for what he did, and to make it even worse, he's only making this video now because he feels like his YouTube career is in danger, and he's basically doing anything at this point to try and stop the bleeding, because like for the past 6 months, to where he hasn't quote-unquote apologized for this entire situation on his main channel, he's been getting completely ratioed on almost every single video he uploads. So, you know, at this point, he's basically forced to respond to this drama in a desperate attempt to save his YouTube career and keep that gravy train rolling. So it's not because he genuinely cares. He wouldn't have waited this long to actually respond to the drama if that was the case and he was truly sorry. He is desperately trying to save his YouTube channel, and that's the entire point of this video, and that's why this apology is just so bad. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's just go ahead and play this shit.
2020 has been an awful year for everybody, and I want to go into next year knowing that I have said my piece. I've told you guys exactly what's going on. As my fans, you guys deserve to know what's going on, and I hope this video helps you understand everything better, and I want to apologize for the things that I've done. I'll try and make this video as short as I can so I don't keep you guys here too long. I don't want this video to be excused as an excuse or victimizing myself or anything like that. I just want to give you guys my thoughts. This is no more PR teams, no more anything like that. This is just Craig. This isn't Mini Lad. This is Craig talking.
Bro, I actually kind of feel bad for that brute in Halo Infinite for sharing the same name with this guy. Like, that motherfucker Craig from Halo Infinite is probably more intelligent than this dude.
And I want to be as transparent as possible.
Yeah, forgive me as I press X to down on that shit.
But I wanted to explain through exactly what happened, the reason why I did it, and go from there. There was 2 people involved in the situations. Those names were Hallie and Ash. I'll be taking them individually. They happened around the same time, and I wanted to just go through it with you guys. The first person that I wanted to talk about was Hallie. A lot of people think that these people were random fans that I got in contact with, but both Hallie and Ash, these are people who are my friends. Hallie I've known for a long time, since maybe 2013, 2014. Hallie was one of my Twitch mods.
Yeah, forgive me, dude. I don't really think it's too normal for a 21-year-old grown-ass man to seek out 13 to 16-year-old girls, like befriend them, go to them with all your emotional issues, make them Twitch mods. Like, that just seems really fucking suspect to me. That literally sounds like textbook grooming. Most 21-year-old dudes wouldn't even want to fucking talk to a 13-year-old girl, because guess what? You're gonna have fucking nothing in common with that person whatsoever. But I love how he thinks saying, oh yeah, I was like friends with these like underage girls, somehow makes it better that he eventually sent them pictures of his Mini Lad. I mean, bro, that's literally how fucking grooming works.
Hallie was a really good Twitch mod. She helped me out, she helped Terrorizer out, she helped a lot of the guys who I played with on our streams, and she was someone that I could go to with my problems. We became close because we both had our our issues.
Yeah, I feel like the issues of a 13-year-old girl are going to be a little bit more different than the issues of a 21-year-old man, but what the fuck do I know, dude? That's just a normal friendship. Who am I to judge?
The first thing that I wanted to say was I added Hallie on Snapchat when she was 16. This isn't when I was making any remarks towards her. This is just where I talked to all of my friends. I was that guy that had streaks, and I wanted to make sure that our streaks were good, because back in 2015, that's kind of what people did. It wasn't until 2016 when she was 17 that I first started to flirt with her. I was 21 at the time. And that's not okay.
Yeah, guys, I promise I never flirted with her once until she turned 17, even though I was in contact with her since she was like, what, 13 or 14? Never fucking happened once, dude. You know, emotionally unloading myself onto this like 13 or 14-year-old girl for years at a time was definitely no form of emotional manipulation on my part whatsoever. I swear, dude, I waited till she was 17 till I started flirting. We were just talking every single day to keep up our snap streak. I really want to know if this dude actually thinks people are falling for this shit right now. But I mean, judging from the likes on this video, there's like 50,000 people that fell for this shit. It's really fucking sad.
Like, and I'm aware of that. So with Hallie and both with Ash, I sent the messages around this time, and I understand what I'm gonna say next is quite taboo online, but if this is my way of putting all my cards on the table and telling you guys what happened, I feel like I need to say it. The reason I did what I did, and there is even a message where I said this, is because what I said there is true. I did try to end my life at the beginning of 2017. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for anything. This is not what this is about. This is telling you guys the reason. And I just want you to understand the headspace that I was in. I'm not looking for sympathy.
Bro, honestly, shut the fuck up. You wouldn't have even brought this up if you weren't looking for sympathy points. Like, dude, this has nothing to do with you apologizing. When you apologize, you're supposed to be taking responsibility for your actions, not talking about all the reasons why it happened and why it was almost out of your control at the moment. Like, dude, blaming it on your mental state at the time is not exactly going to work in this situation, because you don't really hear about people who are like wanting to end it all, sending pictures of their mini lad to underage girls. Like, that doesn't really seem to happen too much, dude. And on top of that, borderline grooming them for several years beforehand isn't really a great look either. So, if anything, bringing this topic into the mix just makes you look like an even bigger piece of shit, in all honesty. You literally had no other reason to mention this other than to try and score sympathy points. And honestly, it's pretty sad that your gullible child audience is even falling for this shit.
The reality is I was being selfish. I wasn't thinking about repercussions. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just being stupid, and I really want to apologize for that. I just wasn't thinking, and I regret it, and I've regretted it since. And for that, for both Hallie and Ash, I'm really sorry.
Well, would you look at that? Mini lad admits to thinking with his mini lad and not his brain.
Ash, to me, I knew a lot shorter. I may only have known her.
Dude, what fucking 21-year-old man types like this? My bae. You're my bae. Hi, bae. Hi, bae. There's no bae Snapchat sticker. I'm sad. Love you, bae. Love you too, bae. Why is my Snapchat so broken? Bro, that shit's kind of fucking weird. Like, never in my entire life have I seen anyone who's like 21 type like this shit. Like, what the fuck? But hey, dude, he was just trying to keep up his snap streak.
For a few months, she was a part of a group of friends who my Twitch mods were friends with, and that's how we became friends. This is someone who I became friends with just through association with my friends. And the stuff I sent to her is just not okay either.
Like, I love how he's talking like it's so normal for a grown-ass man to, like, befriend a 13-year-old girl and then try to get her to introduce him to her similarly aged friends. Like, that's just a fucking normal thing that happens on a daily basis.
And that's not what I want. You know, she was someone that I really did call my friend, and it sucks that I let her down like that. I also wanted to point out a message that I sent to Laura, who is a part of my Discord mods. She's someone who I met a few years back, maybe 2016, and she was someone who I considered a friend as well.
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of picking up on a trend here when it comes to this dude's friends.
Whenever we went to Insomnia, we used to hang out and meet up at the booth that Terrorizer and I had, and I sent this message. Whenever I saw them coming out with my message, I sent them this.
Wow, what a shock, dude. You were waiving the fact that you wanted to quote-unquote end it all, which, I can't say the actual word because the YouTube bot will get pissed off. But even back then, you were using that shit as a manipulation tactic. So what the fuck changed between here and now? I don't think too much.
This isn't me. Whenever I saw them coming out with my message, I sent them this. This isn't me.
So you openly admit you sent it to them to try and manipulate them. Then you use a similar manipulation tactic in this video to try and get sympathy points from your child audience. And we're supposed to take your word for it that you don't act like this on a normal basis. This isn't who you are. This isn't you. Yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely give you the benefit of the doubt.
This isn't me. That's not right. It's something that I completely regret. I panicked. I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
I don't know, man. I feel like that kind of perfectly sums up how the girls were probably feeling when they suddenly got a picture of your dick on Snapchat.
I panicked. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. And I love my job so much that I didn't want it to go away.
But hey, man, I gotta send those pictures of my mini lad to those girls, dude. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Let me risk my entire online reputation and entire YouTube career for that shit. Bro, this so-called apology is a complete dumpster fire.
And I just wasn't right. So to Hallie and to Ash here at the end up, and even to Laura for bringing that up, I'm sorry, guys. You were my friends. I failed you. I was only thinking to myself and I was being stupid.
No shit.
I wish I could take it all back. But I also wanted to add in here that a lot of people think that I haven't apologized to these girls. I had to fight my PR team for this, but
I mean, could you just imagine having a dedicated PR team and you still managed to butcher this entire situation this bad? Like, Jesus Christ, bro, that takes some fucking skill.
In my initial apology on Twitter, I said that I would privately message an apology, separate apology to these women. And that's what I did. My PR team said not to message them, but these were my friends. And I thought it was right that they deserved their own private apology. And I'm not going to show the apology, I'm going to blur it out, but I want to show that it's there. It wouldn't be a private apology if I told you guys what was in it.
Let me spend some time talking about how wonderful I am for sending those DMs. Like, bro, if it's an apology and it's a private apology, you don't need to make it known that you actually did it. That kind of defeats the entire fucking purpose. If anything in this video, you should be apologizing to your audience, which in this situation falls into the same age group and younger as your victims.
So my final thoughts, just to wrap up, what I've been doing the last 6 months and why it's taken me so long. Well, the reason why it's taken me so long to make this video is
because you were probably hoping that eventually the drama would die down, people would stop giving a shit, and you could just continue on like it never even happened. But I'm sure we're gonna get some other bullshit answer.
I was scared. Pretty early on, I wasn't okay. That's the reason why I went back to Northern Ireland, not to flee charges.
You serious?
But just to go back with my family. YouTube is my life. I've been doing it full time for 7-8 years now. I've been, the Maylad channel is 10 years old next year, and it's all I know. It's what I love. It's my passion. It's what I wake up every day and I love to do. And I realized over the last even few years that I just haven't put the love and attention into it than, what I want. I want it to be like a portfolio of the cool things that I've done, and I want to rekindle myself. I want to find out who I am.
I mean, sure, you may need to figure it out still, but I think we all have a pretty good idea of who you are.
Not mini lad, not anything like that. I want to find Craig. I've been in therapy the last 6 months. Admittedly, I've been in there every week apart from a few weeks because of Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything like that. And as much as I know that through this I've broke your guys' trust, I don't expect daffodils and rainbows after this. I want it to be raw.
Kind of like how you were raw dogging it on Snapchat, am I right?
I want you guys to build up trust in me over time, and I want to be able to make videos that I'm proud of, and I want to be able to be better, and that's what I wanted to say. So thank you all so much for watching. There may be bits and pieces that I missed, and for that I apologize. But I wanted to try and get everything in here. So this is all my cards on the table. This is me being as transparent as I can. I want to say thank you for watching, and have a happy new year, and I will see you all in 2021.
I mean, hopefully not, dude. I would be perfectly fine with never seeing you again for the rest of my life, but that's kind of beside the point here. You know what's kind of ironic, though, is like looking back on all the YouTube apology videos from the past couple of years. Like, this video made me come to realize that Logan Paul unironically had one of the best YouTube apology videos in the history of this platform. Like, it was short, it was to the point, he didn't try to explain anything, he didn't try to add extra context, he owned up to what he did. He said, I fucked up, please don't defend me, I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm gonna try to do better moving forward. And that was it. Like, you know, he apologized, admitted he was fucking wrong, and didn't try to make excuses for what he did. But this motherfucker is sitting here making excuses, playing the victim, and, you know, stretching this video out to 7 minutes long. But hey, he got on YouTube trending because apparently YouTube thought it was worth putting a self-proclaimed child predator on the YouTube trending tab and promote his apology video where he tries to make himself look better in this situation. But, you know, that's just one last gift from 2020 before we kicked in the new year. Bro, 2020 made sure we got one last gift on its way out. But, you know, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it. I know I'm kind of late to the party on this, but I figured it's still a pretty relevant topic, and I might as well add my input on it because, you know, it is a pretty big deal on this platform. Like, it's not every day that some dude literally comes out and admits he did all this shit. So, I don't know. I felt it was still worth covering. But if you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like on it. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video and for all the recent support as well. You guys are the absolute fucking best. Hope y'all are having a great start to 2021, and it's at least treating you a little bit better than 2020 was, because, you know, personally, I have to say it's been a pretty good start so far for me, and honestly, I'm really glad to be back, and I'm ready to start making some more content. So thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel. 2020, despite being a really shitty year in general, was great for my channel, so I really do appreciate all the support. Like, the amount of support you guys showed me over the past year, especially with the streams, dude. Like, you guys are insane, and I really do appreciate everybody who watches these videos, checks out the live streams, and, you know, it's just fun. Like, I'm really enjoying this, and I'm glad I'm actually able to make content that I really enjoy making. So thank you all so much for that, and Happy New Year to everybody, and I will catch you guys next time.